There's one skincare claim I see repeated constantly online, and it makes me roll my eyes every time I see it, that retinol is 11 times stronger than retinol. It sounds scientific, it sounds definitive, and it sounds like if you're using retinol, you're doing skincare all wrong. But when I looked at where this claim actually comes from, the story turned out to be a lot more complicated than that. I'm Dr. Sarah Sheu, a Stanford-trained dermatologist in the Seattle area. I like to cover evidence based skincare topics that are inspired by my friends, family, viewers, and patients. This video is part two of a three-part series on retinoids. In part one, I walked through exactly how I use retinoids as a dermatologist with sensitive skin. And today, I want to break down where this 11 times stronger claim comes from, what the science actually says, and what it means for real people deciding which retinoid to buy. For sensitive skin people, I usually recommend trying one of the many great over the counter options out there before jumping to a prescription strength version. That usually means looking for an over the counter retinol or retinol. It gives your skin a chance to ease into retinoids, and they're less likely to make you red and peely than prescription versions. It's like learning to ride a bike with training wheels. As far as over the counter options go, word on the street is that retinol is much better than retinol for anti aging. I see this repeated over and over again, like this is a fact that's based on rock solid evidence. I've seen small scale evidence supporting this, like this study that compares 0.5% retinol to 0.1% retinal. But I disagree with how big of a difference people say it is. For example, on the product page for Medicaid's Crystal Retinol line, which I really like, by the way, it says retinaldehyde is proven to work up to 11 times faster than standard retinol, so you could see results sooner. And they provide a study by Dr. Siegenthaler from the Biochemical Journal as the reference for this claim. This was a lab study using cultured human skin cells grown in dishes. It's not a study on strength or how well these retinoids work compared to each other, even in a petri dish. What the researchers were studying was how quickly different forms of vitamin A are turned into active retinoid inside cells. They exposed cells to both retinol and retinal, then measured how fast each one was turned into retinoic acid, which is the active form in cells. In these lab conditions, retinal was converted to retinoic acid faster than retinol was. Retinal needs just one fast conversion step to become the active form, compared to retinol, which needs two conversion steps, one slow and one fast. Cells in a dish make 11 times more of the active form per hour when they start with retinal instead of retinol. This study supports the idea that retinal is turned more efficiently into the active form, but it doesn't prove that retinal works 11 times faster or will give you an 11 times bigger improvement in wrinkles, acne, or skin texture. In the clinical study I mentioned, the one that compares 0.5% retinol to 0.1% retinal in human skin, retinal showed 1.25x more skin penetration than retinol, a 1.3x improvement in skin thickness compared to retinol, and a 1.4x reduction in wrinkle depth at 12 weeks compared to retinol. So while the study showed a difference, retinol was nowhere near 11 times stronger than retinol by any measure. And if you look closely at that table, tretinoin outperformed retinol in every measure. The difference between retinol and retinal is often exaggerated by marketing. If you like your retinol and your skin tolerates it, I don't want you to feel like you're missing out or falling behind. If this breakdown was helpful, please like and subscribe. It really helps support me and this channel. And if you want to take the next step, part three of this series is where I go through retinoids I like, from budget-friendly options to prescription strength, and how I think about choosing between them. Thanks for watching.